Hey Gearheads, and welcome to Garage Talk. I'm Corey, and that is the all-new 2024 Subaru Crosstrek Sport. This is my first time getting behind the wheel of a sport model, and in this video, I'm going to take you on a quick tour, and we'll go out for a drive. Stay tuned. All right, Gearheads, before we get too far into this one, I do want to say a huge thank you to Jeremy Jones and the team at Peltier Subaru here in Tyler, Texas, for lending me this one. If you want to make this one or anything else on their lot yours, go check them out at Peltier Subaru, and we'll put the link down below. But since I've got the hood propped open with the prop rod, I can talk about what is under the hood here. So yes, I was at the Chicago Auto Show debut of the 2024 Crosstrek, and ironically enough, also the premiere later in the year for the new Wilderness model. We don't get that one today, but here we are with the Sport model. This one has the 2.5 liter boxer engine, making 182 horsepower and 178 pound-feet of torque. And yes, it is mated to Subaru's Lineartronic CVT and their symmetrical all-wheel drive, so you know you're going to get traction down to all four wheels with this one. Closing the hood, we can appreciate the new and updated styling for the 2024 Crosstrek. The outgoing model looked a little soft and cute, and this one definitely amps it up a little bit with that larger grille, more aggressive styling all the way around. It is a very nice look, a very worthy upgrade. If you were on the fence about buying a Crosstrek before, this one just looks a little tougher, a little bit meaner. Coming down low, you can see we have LED headlights, running lights, turning lights, all the things up front. We've even got the fog lights on this one. Very nice look. And then the Sport model, it gets all these yellow accents. We were starting to think that we were only gonna get a Sport model, but yes, eventually a Wilderness model did come out. So hopefully we can get our hands on one of those very soon. We called this with the last generation, the Wilderness Light, and that still really rings true with this one. We still get some body cladding down the side. We get all the yellow accents instead of the bronze accents of the Wilderness, but this is definitely a good looking vehicle. And coming in close, yes, you even get a Sport badge here on the door. Coming around to the side, I'm going to back up a little here so you can see the full profile of it. It's a handsome vehicle. It sits up nice and tall because, again, it is a Subaru, meant for adventure. Nice cabin on this one. We'll get inside it here in just a little bit. Moving around to the back, very masculine, updated styling back here. Just looks tougher than the old version, while still maintaining that Subaru brand identity. We do get this black panel that rides all the way across the back, connecting the tail lights on this one. Interestingly enough, we had LED turn signals up front, incandescents back here in the back. I really like all the yellow accents on this one. It just gives it a nice pop of color and differentiation, even here on the silver version. I can talk. You do get a manually opening hatch back here that opens nice and wide. And this one is equipped with all-weather floor mat back here, which is nice, and your roller shade that can go and hide your cargo back in the back. I like that as well. You do get a false load floor back here with a spare tire and all the equipment you need to change it there. So that's nice as well. And then the center seatbelt does come from the side, not the roof or anything like that. So just a nice touch there that it's not going to be blocking your view coming down from the ceiling. Did mention this is a manual hatch, so you get a nice handle to pull it closed from there. Coming around to this side, I did want to talk a little bit about the wheels and tires since I've got a little bit of lighting over here. These are Falcon tires. They are, looks like 225/55 are 18-inch rubber wrapped around these sport-specific black wheels or dark gray wheels. It's a nice look. It's definitely a differentiating look from the other models in the lineup. All right, before we hop in this one, I did want to show you the key. It is a typical Subaru key, nothing too special. It's the exact same key from all their models. You get lock, unlock, your hatch release, and a panic button. You can deploy a physical key back here on the back, but it is a proximity key, so you can just keep it in your pocket, purse, It's a little on the big side, but that's not too big of a problem. Coming in close, you can see these two lines right here lock the vehicle, and then just putting your hand on the back unlocks the vehicle and allows you to get inside. That is only on this front door, not on the back door. So if you're interested for your kiddos and the sake of loading kids in the back, you're gonna have to open the front door first. Looking at the door panel, we get this gray cloth with yellow accent stitching down here. Nicely soft padded armrest. This is nicely padded as well. Kind of carbon fiber look here. Your door handle, your auto up down front windows, but not back windows, but you do get power windows all the way around. Window lockout, your door locks, mirror controls, all that good stuff right there. We also get a little bit of storage right here. Really like this Crosstrek badge on the sill. And then looking at the interior, I really like these multi-tone seats. So you've got the dark gray on the side, the yellow, and the light gray here in the middle with all the textured pattern. It is a very nice, classy look for a cloth seat, and definitely sets this one apart from the other models in the lineup. I'm gonna go ahead and climb in, put my foot on the brake, push the button right there. Let that little 2.5 liter fire up. I'm gonna roll the window up to get rid of all that nature noise outside and talk about what we've got going on in here. So we'll start over my left knee. You've got your brightness controls for your gauge cluster, nothing else, just a bunch of blank panels right here. Fairly good size air vent right there. 2 analog gauges with analog temperature and fuel. With that little helper screen there in the middle. Again, typical Subaru fare. Nothing too out of the ordinary here. Typical Subaru steering wheel with all your buttons for adaptive cruise, for your infotainment, for your SI drive. Everything is right here. You do get paddles on the back of the steering wheel for that Lineartronic CVT. Coming over here, you get a larger 11.6-inch vertical Starlink infotainment system. It is touchscreen. I won't go too much into detail. You can see it's nice and warm, very early in the day here. And all your climate controls are down here as well. They are all touchscreen as well. But you do get a couple of buttons here on the outside for your dual zone climate. You actually get volume and tuning knobs, which I really like as well. Coming down here, you get USB-C, USB-A, auxiliary port. You get a Qi wireless charger right here. You get a mechanical gear lever for selecting drive, which I really like. Put it in reverse and you can see your backup camera takes up the top portion of this Starlink infotainment screen. It also allows you to see your X mode modes. So you've got normal, snow, dirt, and deep snow and mud. Snow and dirt allows for a little bit more slippage. Moving down here, you also have heated front seats, an electronic parking brake, 2 cup holders that are staggered that come with height adjustment, little rubber pieces down on the bottom. You get some additional power down here from a cigarette style 12 volt 120 watt outlet right there. Nice padded armrest here with contrasting stitching and a fairly good size center console. You can see this lid stays where you put it. It doesn't just flop down, so you don't have to worry about dropping it down. Nice materials and all soft touch materials up here. Very nice as well. You get a damped glove box right here that is rather large and does have ample storage for this massive owner's manual. And then again, a carryover of the design themes over here on the passenger side. Looking up, we get a standard size sunroof with a manual opening shade. Like that a lot. And then coming around to me, I've got plenty of room here at 5'10". My head is getting close to the ceiling, but I feel very comfortable in this. Looking at the steering wheel, it is a tilt telescope steering wheel, completely manual tilt telescoping steering wheel. So between that and my power seat here, you can find a comfortable driving position. But I'm going to get out from up here and see what it is like sitting behind myself at 5'10". Coming to the back seat behind myself at 5'10", you can see the back seats also get the multi-tone seats here, darker, lighter, and yellow. Very nice look. Before I climb in, I will show you the Velcro covers for the lower latch points for child seat covers. Even the center seat does get a lower latch point, so that's very nice. Safety is big priority for Subaru, but again, let's get out of all that noise. Sitting behind myself at 5'10", I've got plenty of room. There's a nice curve to the back of the seat back that allows me a little bit of extra room. Very nice. Back here we do get USB-A and USB-C ports on the back of the center console, but no air vents back here, so you really better be cranking it pretty heavily up there to help occupants back here in the back. Headroom is pretty good back here as well. There's a nice cutout above me. The sunroof bulk stops right here, but it is a nice comfy back seat. Here you get a center headrest for your center passenger, and you also get a fold down center armrest with 2 cup holders. It's all very nice back here, very comfortable. This is a split bench rear seat, so you can put larger items back here if you want. But that's enough of a tour of it. Let's see what this one actually drives like. All right, setting off in the 2024 Crosstrek Sport. This one, as it stickers, is just over 33,000, and I'll say the interior does feel very premium. These cloth seats feel very nice and upscale. It doesn't feel like a base model for sure, even with the cloth seats. And we also get the heated seats up here. It's a very nice package all the way around. I've got no real complaints with the look, the style, the interior appointments, or anything like that, but 33,000 and some change as this one sits. Talking about the engine in this one, this does have that 2.5 liter boxer engine, and let's turn around and see what this little thing can do. Very tight turning radius in this one, but let's punch it. So the somewhat weak engine paired with this Lineartronic CVT is not my favorite. This really would be a good city car, but when you need the power, it takes a little bit to ramp up and to actually deliver that power to you. So just something to note that, yeah, it's a little on the light side, and then leaves you waiting and waiting and waiting for that Lineartronic to get you in the power band. Otherwise, driving this around in city traffic, in neighborhoods, it's a very comfortable vehicle. The ride on it is very good. Subaru has done a very good job just polishing up this platform. It is solid, it is buttoned down, it is very, very well built, although maybe just a little bit underpowered. Visibility out of it is very good. The Subarus have always had really good visibility. Good enough. Let's see if I can do. So yes, good visibility out of this one as well. All around, a really solid vehicle. It would be a fun first vehicle for some people. It'd be a fun city vehicle for people that aren't really pushing it to the limits. This isn't a drag car. It would even be a good commuter over long distances. The ride is really very comfortable in this one. This being the Sport does lend itself to a little more activity than perhaps some other models. This being a sport model falls short a little bit of the wilderness, but it does lend itself to a little bit of adventure, taking you off the beaten path just a little bit, and that's exactly what this one can do. It is fun, it is sporty, it is a adventurous little vehicle, and you've got plenty of room inside and plenty of power and capability to take you on whatever adventure you want to go down. But I'm really itching to get behind the wheel of that wilderness, really put it through its paces, hopefully take it out to Barnwell and see what it's like off-road. If you want to see more from us here on the channel, find us on all social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, Threads, you know, all the things, all at GT Garage Talk, or you can just go to gtgaragetalk.com. Be sure and hit that subscribe, like, comment, follow button, all the things that you have to do to let the algorithms know to show you more content from us. But as for me, behind the wheel of the 2024 Subaru Crosstrek in the Sport trim, until next time, gearheads, bye.